Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, fitness management and consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for the very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, it's the biggest challenges gym owners need to overcome. Biggest challenges gym owners need to overcome. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding. Maybe you own an existing operation, you need funding. We can help provide funding from $50,000 up to $400,000 in funding that is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And the basic qualification for that program is a 680 credit score or better in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program, as well as information on other financing options we have available for you. And so with that said, let's jump into our topic here today, and its biggest challenges gym owners need to overcome. And this comes from owners saying, "Hey, here's my biggest challenge. Here's my biggest challenge." And the feedback that we get, and want to give you some of this today on the channel, and some things to think about, maybe some solutions. Okay, and so these are in no particular order, but number one is choosing the right location. Choosing the right location. Now, let me just talk a little bit about this, and I'll say this on all of these. There's other videos on the channels that will address a lot of this as well, so you can do some searching and you can find other information really on every topic that we have. But choosing the right location, okay? And we're not going to go do a deep dive into choosing that right location, but when I look at this, there's an A location, which is the one we all know about. It's on the busy street corner, all the action, new construction, cost you an arm and a leg. And then maybe a B location, which is maybe a mile down the road. Okay, maybe it's got the same demographic, but not near the pizzazz, but the rent is maybe half that. Okay, and as long as you're good at marketing, in my case, I'm going to take that B location. Okay, because I can produce the people in, and I'm keeping my fixed overhead low. But here's the basic rule, okay, that I like to follow on this. Is when I'm looking at my location, there's things I want to look at, okay, for sure, okay? But in terms of dollars and cents and understanding that this is a fixed cost business, whatever that rent is, okay, if I want my rent to be at 20% of my expenses, okay, and I might want it less than that, I might want it down as low as 15, but if I want it to be at 20%, whatever that rent is, take it times 5. And that's how much revenue you're going to need to generate in that building. Can you do it? Okay. I know a lot of times when we're asked to review business plans and review budgets, it's not uncommon for me to say something like, well, if we cut your revenue in half, will it still work? Because a lot of times if you're brand new, a lot of times we get a little overly optimistic. Okay to be optimistic, but we get a little overly so that we couldn't really hit those numbers. So I want that rent to be at 20%. So just whatever it is, take it times 5. There's your 20% number. Now, can you do those revenues? Can you figure out a way to do those kind of revenues? Number 2, finding new clients. If you're a trainer, finding new members. This is always the biggie, right? I would point you to initially check out advertising and promotions below for lead generation. Some strong digital marketing programs that can help you generate 100 new leads a month. Okay, so we can really help you with that. But finding new clients, finding members, this one's crucial because you can have the nicest facility, nicest everything, and if no one's walking in that front door, it is simply not going to matter. I mean, you can do things like you can host Chamber of Commerce events, hold networking events, you can have a blood drive, you can have member appreciation days, a lot of big events you can hold to help get people to walk into your business, but you want to have an entire plan of action on how to do this. Number three on biggest challenges faced by gym owners, securing financing. I talked about that at the top of the show here today. Securing financing. We can help you with that. Check out the links below under financing and funding. We can help you with this. Unsecured funding. Okay, no restrictions on use, up to $400,000, just minimum credit scores of 680, and minimum incomes of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. And we have other options as well, but we can help you with this. The reason we have this available is because this is a challenge, for so many folks, because you go in there and you try to bootstrap this or you try to cut, you're never going to cut your way into growth. Okay, I mean, we got plenty of folks we've worked with that, hey, we've kind of bootstrapped it, we've kind of cut it off, we've made it work, and which is fine if that's what we want. But if you want it to be a business where it can operate, efficiently when you're not there, you're going to have to advance and expand into the market. Okay, you'll never cut your way into growth. So financing is always going to be a big part of it. And then the other thing too that I would say is that you want to make sure that we're maintaining at least 1 month's operating, on hand. So if it costs you $30,000 a month to run your business, you want to have $30,000 in the bank. You might want to consider having more than that, but have that at least. Okay. Number 4, biggest challenges: managing a budget. Managing a budget. I can't tell you how many times I'll ask somebody, or start talking about percentages and talking about numbers, and they'll tell me they won't know those numbers until their P&Ls come out. Well, we want to be managing our budgets well enough to know all that P&L ends up being as a mirror of what we already know. Okay, but here's every line item, and we have, people have to call in to get a PO number before they can spend. It's just not a blind spend. And so really controlling, the cash flow, really controlling that budget to know where you're at. Because ultimately, I go back to kind of doing the turnaround. One of the first things we try to do is we want to get control of this so that we have money in the bank every single day. And that's what you're trying to do just in general, right? Let's don't get to the point where it's anything but that. Biggest challenge gym owners, have to overcome is building a team of experts. Building a team of experts. This is going to come down to training. Regular training for your sales staff, for front desk, for personal trainers, training people how to do it, management training, management trainee training, but it's regular and it's scheduled every Tuesday at 11, every Wednesday at 4, every Thursday at 3, whatever it is, but we're going to have sales training, management training, new hire training, okay, regular training, and then every day we're doing something. Maybe we're going to role play a telephone inquiry, we're going to role play a tour. But if you want to build a team of experts, we have to train. And too little is put into this for the most part. Okay, it's a little more of a churn. Hey, we hire somebody, we think they can do it, hope they can, they do it as long as they can, now we find somebody else. It's too often what you find. Okay, but it has to be, regular training is the secret, and having accountability and having expectations, along with that. Number 6 on my list on biggest challenges gym owners need to overcome: dealing with competition. Dealing with competition. Here's the simple solution on competition. Go shop your competition. What are they good at? What are they not providing? What are you better at? What do you provide they don't? Because what you're looking to do is you want to create differentiation. What are you bringing to the market nobody else is doing? What are you bringing to the market that is so much better than everybody else? That's how you deal with competition. Okay, how you deal with competition, keeping your business, your gym as new today as the day that it first opened. How do you deal with competition? You train your staff. How do you deal with competition? You're easy to do business with. Those are all the secrets. And then last on my list on biggest challenges that gym owners need to overcome: dealing with setbacks. You're going to have them, right? I build it in. I'll just talk about sales because that's kind of the biggest setback for a lot of folks. Is everyone, they fret over closing percentages and all of that. And yeah, there's a certain number you want to hit, but I look at this as, hey, if I want to make 50 new signups for the month, the easiest way for me to do that is talk to 100 people, have a winning attitude, follow the process, talk to 100 people, and I'm going to sign up 50. Now, a decent chance I'll probably sign up more than that, but I know I'm going to get 50. I've already built in the failure. I've already built in the fact I'm not going to sign up 50. It's no setback. It's no disappointment. I built it in. It's part of it. And so I like to do the same thing kind of in the bigger picture, as an owner. the setbacks. And so like when we're writing a plan of action, and be sure to check the channel on how to write a plan of action. We'll have that all in detail for you in there. But that plan of action, here's where we're at. Here's our goals, okay, tangible, intangible. Here's our plan for each. And then we always have a category for roadblocks and setbacks. Because hitting our numbers is never optional. It's mandatory. You got to hit them. You got rent, you got payroll, you got to hit them. And so what are some potential roadblocks and setbacks? Maybe loss of a key person. Maybe new competition comes in. Maybe there's some weather disruptions. Maybe there's some economic disruptions. World event disruptions. It could be a lot of things. Whatever they are, write them out. Now, if any of that happens, now what is the plan? Because there's always a plan. You pick any the last 5 major disruptions that we've had in the fitness industry. Every single one of them, our clients have excelled and done well and come out better than what they went into it. Because what happens when there's setbacks and other people are having setbacks, what they're going to do is they're going to contract. They're going to go in retreat mode. The secret is you want to advance and to expand into the market, but have a plan for it. Okay? If you want to talk about it, happy to do that. Numerous ways below on different ways we can chat. So, folks, I hope you found this beneficial. Biggest challenges that gym owners need to overcome. Okay? My name's Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. And again, appreciate you being here. If you've not yet done so, take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate that. And then to learn more about me and my company and how we can help take your business to that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then again, for you folks looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help with funding from $50,000 up to $400,000 in funding. It is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And minimum qualification for that program is a 680 or better credit score in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program, and then additional options on funding and financing that we have available for your business. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here, and we look forward to seeing you on that next video.